All right, so I made a presentation about Path Social, and I think you're gonna like it because we gotta talk about this Instagram Pro service, all right? I got some things to say. I've talked about Path Social before on this channel, but I got some things to say. Let me introduce myself. My name is Ethan. Hello, I'm the CEO of Ascend Viral. I've been doing Instagram marketing for about a decade. I work behind the scenes a lot with companies and influencers and individuals, and we help them grow organically on Instagram. And I've just been doing this for a long time, so I think I know what I'm talking about, but let's get into it. So, moral of the video, Path Social is a scam website. Let's just cut right to the chase. That's what they are. They're a scam website. Path Social sells 100% fake followers. I've reviewed Path Social multiple times on this channel. I've purchased the followers. I've showed you guys the results before, but this is the comprehensive overview of what Path Social is. And hopefully I can explain things a little bit more coherently about why Path Social exists and why you should avoid them. So there are a lot of websites that do exactly what Path Social is doing. I've also reviewed those websites on this channel. I get into that a lot. Here's what these scam websites typically promise you. They promise you AI growth. They typically say that they have some kind of algorithm modification. They also say that there's some kind of influencer network, and they say that the followers are real. They'll also say things along the lines of influencers use us. There's no passwords required. The growth is guaranteed, and there's no bots. So let's just investigate Path Social, shall we? Right off the bat, no bots, just real engaged growth through personalized AI targeting. And here you get all of these testimonials and all of these, here's all of these brands that use us. This is all manufactured. This is not true. They pay some UGC creator to make a video for them, and they claim that they're in Forbes and Adweek and TechCrunch. And again, if you investigate any of the stuff on this website, you'll find out none of it's true. They have all of these testimonials, and maybe they did grow the accounts like this, but it's fake followers at the end of the day. And fake followers, gaining 10,000 fake followers, it costs like $5. It's very cheap. So, they have all of these fake quote, they have a fake quote in Forbes. It's all just nonsense. And I've gone over this before in the channel, but all of the language that all of these scam websites use, Path Social obviously uses. They say this AI targeting algorithm. It's like literally everything that I said there. It's like we have a platform of Instagram influencers and a proprietary AI targeting algorithm over the past decade. Just buzzwords to mean fake followers. That's all it is at the end of the day. They'll go to sites like Cameo and they'll pay for influencers to say nice things about their company. These people did not use Path Social. Rick Harrison from Pawn Stars did not use Path Social, but he did get paid by Path Social to say some nice things about them. And I think this is my fourth video on Path Social. I've talked about Path Social a lot. I'm sure they're not the biggest fans of me, but this is probably likely my last video about Path Social just because I'm starting to beat a dead horse. I mean, I'm glad that I've helped so many people not get fake followers from Path Social over the years. But it's also like at a certain point, like I can't just make 200 videos on Path Social, It's not good for anybody, but it's good that people know that this is fake followers and the type of tactics that these sites use to get your credit card information just so that they can make money. Fake followers cost, like I said, they're dirt cheap. So if they can charge you even $10 a month or $5 a month, they're going to be making money on you. Here's what you typically get. Let me break down the types of fake followers that you typically get with a service like this. You got the simple bots. Simple bots is, I think this is what most people think about when they think of fake followers or when they think of bot followers. It's just accounts that have no profile picture with really weird usernames that are following 6,000, 7,000 people, and they have no followers. But then you get a little bit more advanced. You get private bots, okay? Private bots are the next evolution. This is when they get a profile picture. This is when they get a little bit of a bio. They're still gonna be private accounts, so you can't really investigate the accounts that much, but the smoking gun usually still is the username. And it's also the ratio here. This is a very bizarre ratio to see from a private account. Following 7,000 people with 400 followers, it's just not realistic. And especially when you get 100 of these accounts that follow you per day, you can start noticing a pattern that all of these accounts are kind of created in the same way. And that's how they create so many fake followers, because they have to be efficient. So they all follow the same format. And here's the real tricky one though. These are clone bots. And typically what this is here's a real account on the left. It's a cafe. It's got 12,000 followers. It's got story highlights. It's got a Facebook page attached to it. It's got a Google Maps page. It's got an address. This is a German account, but it still applies. And here's a fake account on the right, which is basically copying all of the things on the real account. They're copying the post. They're copying the profile picture. I'm sure this was a profile picture at one point. And basically what they do is they try to make it seem like this is a real cafe, this is a real restaurant that follows you. And they hope that you don't do any more investigation than that. But if you look into any of the posts here, if you Google this cafe, you'll find their official Instagram account, which is this one. And you'll see very quickly that the one on the right is just a fake cloned account of the real account on the left. And that gets tricky. A lot of people can't tell, when they get 10,000 accounts that follow them that are all different and they all kind of look real, people can convince themselves that they're getting real followers. And unfortunately, it's not the case. But these sites like PathSocial and Plixie and Upgrow and Kicksta and CrowdIgnite, they all started popping up over the past 4 to 5 years. And they hijacked the Instagram idea. So if you're wondering how does PathSocial exist? How do these sites exist? Where did this idea come from? Why are they still allowed to operate? It's because they hijacked the Instagram idea. Now, Instagram was an extremely popular outreach automation tool from 2013 to 2017. Outreach automation means you log into a software with your Instagram account, and that Instagram account on that software then interacts with thousands of targeted accounts every single day. They follow them, they unfollow them, they like, they comment, they DM. And Instagram was wildly popular in 2013 to 2017. Maybe if you were around back then on the internet, maybe you've heard of Instagram, but they got shut down by Instagram. But it was an extremely popular tool because it did actually help you gain Instagram followers. It was always against Instagram's terms of service, but it worked. There was a time when it actually worked. So people were gaining thousands of real followers every week with Instagram. It was a legitimate tool. And here's what the website looks like. But this is the 2017 version of the website. This is the archived version of the website. If you go to instagram.com today, it doesn't load anything, or it just says the website's offline. But back in 2017, this is what Instagram looked like. And it's very similar to a lot of the websites that are scamming people today. And Instagram made outreach automation impossible. They changed the algorithm and they applied a ton of legal pressure to all of these companies that were automating on Instagram. So Instagram shut down in 2017, and that created a huge vacuum that allowed websites like PathSocial to suggest that they have a similar Instagram growth strategy when in reality they had nothing. But in order to keep selling subscriptions, they sent people fake followers. And that's how it all came to be. And PathSocial still exists because 90% of people just don't care if they get fake followers. And it's also hard to tell. I mean, these companies are investing a lot of money into making the most realistic fake followers that they can. You can still tell when you're getting fake followers, but they're making it hard to tell. If you get followed by 10,000 clone accounts, it can be pretty hard to tell that they're fake followers. And keep in mind, the clone accounts don't do anything. Even if they do engage with you, Instagram's algorithm is so good. Instagram knows when you're getting engaged with fake accounts, even if they look real. So the algorithm doesn't respect it. You're not going to get promoted more. The social proof angle is nonsense. So it's just, there's no benefit into getting fake followers. And fake followers are cheap. And PathSocial can, create this whole narrative that they have this advanced personalized AI targeting system. And people sign up for it. They get fake followers. Most people don't realize they're getting fake followers. And the cycle continues. Fortunately, there are still legitimate Instagram growth services that work. And that's Ascend Viral. So Ascend Viral is a manual Instagram outreach service. Now, what does that mean? We provide you with a personal assistant who grows your account by hand. There's no automation. So the thing that made Instagress effective is what we're doing today, except we're doing it the right way. We're doing it the ethical way. We're doing it with real people, and we're not doing it by violating Instagram's terms of service with software or bots. When real people interact with real people on Instagram, Instagram loves that. They genuinely want real people to interact with each other on the platform. They need that. They want engagement. They want people to interact with each other. And that's what Ascend Viral does. It's completely safe. It's targeted growth. You get 100% real followers, and there's a 5-day free trial. So if you are interested, you can head on over to ascendviral.com. So thank you so much for watching. Moral of the story, don't buy fake followers. Thanks. Have a good one.